Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are, especially you that is in the diaspora. Yes, in Europe, in America, or any part of the world. And hey, you guys that are in Ghana, here we talk politics as well as social media news and anything. But quickly, this morning, it depends on where you are, your location. Guys, I want to touch out on something very serious and important about my party, my political party, the NDC. The ruling government in Ghana. For those of you who want to sabotage the government, especially those within the government, this message is coming for you guys this morning. Those of you who are working assiduously to sabotage the government, the John Dramani Mahama's government, even though you belong to the same party, for your own interest, for the good of your future, I will advise you to desist and stop it now. Whatever position His Excellency has appointed you to handle right now as you speak, it is to your own interest to perform and perform well. Anything you do that will bring this government down, before even the government fails, before the government will be accused of failure, you will be exposed. We are taking note of all of you that are working against the government. Listen, until now, some of us still don't understand why the aura has not been able to successfully prosecute one individual. We still can't understand why, as at now, we are not able to prosecute even one individual. Just one member of the past government, with all the looting, just one member is not, we are not able to, sentence to prison yet. The aura that was set up even before the government was sworn into office, where are the reports? And what is the Attorney General doing? What is the Attorney General doing? Ladies and gentlemen, you see, all these delays in processing and prosecuting the past government officials that are found guilty of one crime or the other, all these delays will only come back and haunt us. Ghanaians are not fools. Ghanaians voted for the NDC because the loot that was taking place, the daylight robbery, the stealing that was taking place was an eyesore. What are we waiting for? Should we begin to give names? Should we begin to call names in government officials that are sleeping on their job? Should we begin to mention names? The cocoa issue that just happened, as if NDC communicators were just sleeping. Nobody could stand up to defend Dr. Randy Abbey. Only few. Is it that we are hoping and praying that he fails so that someone else will be called on to replace him? Like I said, very soon we will begin to name and shame some of you. Ministry of Education, what is happening there? Honorable Haruna Idrisu, I support your bid for the presidency. And I'm still in support of you standing to become the flag bearer of the NDC, to become the president of Ghana. But please, Honorable, you have to sit up. You have to sit up. You have to sit up. Our Greek minister, Honorable Eric, what's his name? You have to sit up. Farm produce are all over in the farms, but food prices are still expensive in the market. Why? Why? We need answers. Fuel prices are down to now about 9 cedis per liter, or 8 point something cedis per liter. Car prices are down. Car dealers even are slashing the amount they sell their car 15-20%. Car prices are now coming down. What is preventing the food product from the market to be transported to the cities? Yes, I agree. Cement prices are down from over 100 Ghana cedis per bag to about 75, 80 Ghana cedis per bag. I agree. Rice prices are down from about 600, 700 Ghana cedis to about 400 Ghana cedis. Maize prices are low. Oil prices are low. But there are other issues also that the government need to tackle. And whoever that is in charge of some of these things, very soon begin to make names public. You cannot capitalize on the goodwill that we are already enjoying and be sleeping on a job. Because Ghanaians deserve better than even now. The wind that is blowing, the fresh air that is blowing has to continue. We don't stop because we have achieved a little success. We need to continue to build a solid foundation. Ken Ofori-Atta, a former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, former Ghana finance minister, where is he? Honorable Attorney General, what is happening? What is happening? Oh yes, we know he's with ICE Detention Center. But look, anything that will make Ken Ofori-Atta not to be brought back home to face justice, you have failed. You have failed. Anything that will make the Ken Ofori-Atta not to be returned home to face justice, you have failed. Ken Ofori-Atta is your first and foremost job. Yes. Ghana has been forced to trigger an extradition request, costing the taxpayers since last year. And until now, Ken Ofori-Atta has not yet arrived home. The man has many options. He could seek an asylum over there, political asylum. He could decide to take advantage of Donald Trump's offer of $1 million to buy citizenship, green card in America. There are many ways, but you have to force his return now before those issues pop up, before those applications matured. We cannot continue this way. Should we begin to name names and shame them? This is our own government. This is our own government. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our own government. Whilst the president is working hard, remember, this is his last term. He is working hard for his predecessor. And those that are yearning to replace him are trying to sabotage the work that he's doing. No. We cannot sit back for the few of you to destroy what we all are trying to build. It is time every member of government sits up. From the communication minister to the agri minister, education minister, the attorney general, minister of justice, name them. Name them. Minister of communication, minister of interior, minister of what? Name them. Minister of aviation. Recently we heard domestic flights are so expensive whilst fuel prices are low. What is the cost? What is the reason? Ghanaians are asking and demanding for answers. And we, as we have decided to communicate for the government, we will not sit aloof. Now, ladies and gentlemen, President Mahama dismisses petition seeking to remove Special Prosecutor, EC Chair, and her two deputies as CJ, as Chief Justice, finds no prima facie case against them. finds no prima facie case against them. Ladies and gentlemen, this issue is not a good news for us. Chief Justice finds no prima facie case against these 3 individuals. Just put the special prosecutor by the side. What are we talking about here? That a lady that tried to sabotage us, that tried to help the previous government to continue to stay in power, that tried to steal the election, to rob Ghanaians of the victory. We are saying that we found no reason to remove him. No. Wait a minute. Maybe it's a game plan. Chief Justice, maybe it is a game plan. Because I foresee another petition coming. Maybe it is a game plan. Then we understand it. But if the Chief Justice is now telling us that he found no evidence in the petitions that were presented, then we must refer the petitions again. Especially against the EC chair. We must. During their time, NPP, whether the case is good or not, no matter how bad the case is before the court of law, they always find a way to throw people into the prison. Chachuchikata is one. Wyomé is one. Victor Salome is one. Dana Gudaku is one. I can count them. NDC former ministers that were thrown into prison under the NPP. What are we doing? Throw them in first. Then let them appeal. At least they've entered there. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, it looks like my blood seems to be hot. Let me just end it here. This is GH247 News Channel. I'll be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. Shalom and peace.